need to do a quick audio test on you. So if you just tell me how you got to the studio.
Today I got to the studio by riding on my Brompton folding bicycle. It's great. Brompton said they were going to send me a electric one.
Hold on. No, you can't go, doing all that product placement.
And they haven't sent it yet.
My podcast. Are we bowling?
We are bowling.
I do a little intro at the beginning because that's what you do, right?
Sure, yes.
Do you do a intro at the beginning?
I do, but I don't do it in front of the guests because I find it excruciating.
Oh, so I should do it once you're gone?
I personally would, because otherwise sometimes you get a very gushing intro, and I feel that's weird for the guest.
I guess it depends on the guest, doesn't it? If you like the guest and you want to gush a little bit.
You don't want to gush all over them before you've even got started, I don't think. Because sometimes a lot of praise is excruciating. Many creative people don't feel they deserve it. They're insecure and they feel like imposters. So if you start gushing all over them too quickly...
Do you want the gush or not?
Like a small gush?
Okay. You might use it afterwards. You might be like, that was actually quite pleasant. I might try that for my next guest.
Listen, don't get me wrong. I'd prefer that than being
Don't
told...
knock it till you try it,
All right,
that's all I'm saying.
Sure.
Thank you, though, for being on Brian's podcast.
Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure.
That's all right. But I'm going to do the gush first.
Oh, yeah, okay. I'll shut up.
Okay, thank you. Hello, Brian Badonde here. And you're listening to the Brian Badonde, and watching, potentially, the Brian Badonde podcast, brought to you in association with, do you find that when you do the intro, do you mention the sponsors during?
That's old school.
Is it?
With my podcast, the sponsors are attached as standalone ads. Otherwise, yeah, you have to do the whole like 1950s style. This podcast is sponsored by MeUndies or whoever it might be.
That was quite good. You should, again, you're knocking it before you try, darling.
Who are you sponsored by?
I don't have one yet.
Who would you like to be sponsored by?
Brompton Bicycles. Do you need a bicycle that can fold into a very small bicycle?
That's the dream. I've mentioned Brompton so many times on my podcast, I still haven't got a free one.
If you're listening, Brompton, once you sponsor this podcast, then you can maybe consider sponsoring Badonde's too.
I mean, it's sort of greedy because I do have one, but you always want more, don't you? Like, it would be nice to just have a new one.
You're listening to Brian, and watching, potentially, Brian Badonde's podcast, brought to you not yet in association with Brompton Electric.
You can't do speculative taglines. I think you have to wait for them to actually ask for your endorsement.
Do you know that from experience? Or?
Yes, I've tried.
What was that?
Holidays?
Holidays.
Yes.
You can enjoy a jet to your holiday. Have you seen that?
Oh, with the song.
Yes, with the song, and then they have the footage of a holiday that looks shit. And
the meme.
The beam. Yes, that's it. Yes.
The meme?
Yes, the beam.
I'm not really across the memes anymore.
You're listening to the Brian Badonde podcast, brought to you not in association with anyone, but our guest this week is one of the most prominent and prolific and popular. There's the 3 letters beginning with P. I can think of a 4th one. Can you? That's right, penis. Now, that does not mean that our guest is a penis, but has one, because he is none other than Adam Buxton of the Adam Buxton podcast. Welcome, Adam. Thanks so much for taking the time.
Hey, thank you so much for having me.
Yes. You must be wondering why you're even here. And that's a good question. It's a long conversation I had with your agent. And, she asked me the same question. I said, look, I love Badam. I'm a big fan of Badam. I'm just starting a podcast. And I think it would be very helpful for me to have you on to just help me kind of ease into it. This is a new world for me, the world of podcasting. Now, I know that you've done a lot of other things. You are not only a podcaster, but before that, you're a actor, aren't you? A actor, a bother, a musician. What's
nothing? Sorry. No, it's flattering.
You were in Barry Potter, weren't you?
No.
You weren't in Barry Potter.
No.
They cut you out.
They didn't
Be
even.
honest with Brian.
They didn't cut me in, mate. I wasn't. I was. No, I went nowhere near Hogwarts.
All right, you were in the film Bot Buzz.
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
You were, yes. Great film and quite a gory death, I might add.
One of the great all-time cinema deaths. I was impaled by the turret of a church. The turret, the spire.
I don't know.
Have you seen it?
I have, yes. Oh, actually, Brian is quite well read in the world of films.
Oh, I thought maybe that would be a bit too trashy for you.
No, I love Bot Bars, Shaun of the Bed. What was the other one you did? The Cornetto trilogy. The third one was, don't tell me, The Barrel's End. Your friend, isn't he the director of that?
Edgar, I like to think so.
Edgar
Yeah.
Bright, that's it.
Yes.
Yes, very bright.
He is a
And
bright
you'll
boy.
be seeing him later, won't you? That's what you mentioned in the green
I'm going
room.
to see The Running Man, not the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, the new one.
There's a new
And
one.
he's directed it.
Yeah.
Bradgar's directed it.
Yes.
And you're seeing him.
I hope so. I think he's going to be there doing
He
a
invited you,
Q&A.
didn't he?
Yeah. Going
Oh, he's
along.
doing Q&A.
doing
And you'll see him
Q&A.
afterwards?
I'll see him. I might ask him a question.
So you'll be hanging out with him, he'll be quite
Hobbing.
relaxed.
Nobbing.
So you might be able to, mention that you had a great time on this podcast, this new podcast, and that he might want to come on it.
Have you interviewed him before?
No, I haven't interviewed anyone before. That's why I've got you on.
Oh. Yeah, that's a good idea. I think he'd be a great guest.
He would. So you'll ask him.
Sure.
Promise?
Mm,
What was that?
I don't know.
Unbelievable.
I'll try.
I'll try to ask him. How does that work?
Well, I went on a...
Bradgar, love the film, by the way. Please come on this podcast.
Which film directors have you met?
Ridley Scott, do you know him?
Yep.
He's a fantastic director.
He did.
Gladiator.
And...
Gladiator 2.
Uh-huh.
Blade Runner. Have you met Ridley?
No, I'd love to. He's my dream guest.
He hasn't been on your podcast yet.
Nah.
I'm seeing him later.
Are you?
Yes, I could mention it.
Okay, you mention my podcast to Ridley,
Right?
and I'll mention your podcast to Edgar.
Oh, like a, what's it called?
Quid pro quo?
Quid pro pro, that's it.
No, that's how podcasting works, definitely. I mean,
Yes, that's why you're on, predominantly, not
Sure.
to talk about your non-appearance in Harry Potter
okay.
or your brief appearance in Bot Baz.
Mhm.
And were you in the other one?
No.
But you're still talking with Bradgar.
Yeah. Edgar is more or less the only person that... Actually, no, Garth Jennings, the film director of... he directed an animated film called Sing, which
Yes,
I'm
I
in.
saw that on your IMDb. I was quite impressed. I
Yes.
said, that's a very popular film.
Sure.
And Bradham's in that.
I'm
I
in
must remember to mention it. And then I forgot.
I'm in that fleetingly. I'm in Sing 2 more prominently. I play a kind of
A different
bullying...
character.
I play a horrible monkey dance teacher
Right?
called Klaus Kickenklopper.
Can we see a picture of that?
He's a proboscis monkey.
Proboscis.
Come on, Johnny! You cannot dance! That is not dancing, Johnny! Come on, tippy toes! Tippy toes! Let me see your tippy toes!
How did you just do that?
Acting.
There he is.
There's Klaus Kickenklopper.
Oh, look at him. He looks quite fruity.
He is fruity, but he's horrible, really.
He's got a beret on.
He's got a beret.
He's a monkey.
He believes in tough love. Well, it's not even tough love. He's like the guy in Whiplash.
Oh, Whiplash. That's a great film.
Yeah. Well, Klaus is
Not my Bempo.
Say again.
Not quite my Bempo.
Exactly.
Not quite my Bempo.
That's the one.
Fatso.
Does he say fatso?
Actually, you know what? Rewatching it after when it came out, and everyone was like, "Oh, this is incredible! This is amazing! I can't wait to see what he does next." Yeah, he wouldn't last 5 minutes, would he? Bullying in the workplace.
Some people think that people are getting too soft. So if you've got someone tough, someone who goes, "No, you will never be a truly great person in your field. You must get on your tippy toes, Johnny."
It's very entertaining. This,
Even if they're not called Johnny. I mean, I can say that I'm in a film with Reese Witherspoon, Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew.
Who's the lady?
Bickle Bidman.
No.
No.
Younger.
Oh,
Scarlett Johansson.
Scarlett Johansson. Yes. Oh, she's fantastic. She's in the Marvel films, isn't she?
In the...
Marvel films. I actually first saw Scarlett Johansson in a film you probably haven't seen, or you might have seen. I don't know. It's quite a particular film called. It's by Joel and Bowen. It's called The Brand Who Wasn't There.
Oh yeah. I've
Seen
seen
that?
Yeah.
Billy Bob Thornton.
Very depressing film.
Just in black and white though. I quite like that. I remember going to the cinema. I went to the Brandon Street Soho, and I said, "No one's going to watch this fucking thing apart from me," and no one did. I was the only person there.
Yeah, I think you probably were. I don't think
there
that
was one
it's-
other chap there.
It's not a crowd pleaser.
No,
It's not like one that you can stick on Christmas Day with your parents and the kids.
No. Well, I don't spend Christmas with my parents, and I have no children, so. But let's keep it upbeat. Like, how do you keep it upbeat?
Well, I mean, I don't always keep it upbeat. I think you have to be available to the possibility that things might get serious or maybe even emotional sometimes. And you can go to some sad places and tender places. And
You just smirk there.
I mean, I'm smirking because...
That's not very tender of you, is it?
No, it's
I was
not.
telling
I'm
you
being
a sad
glib.
story and looked at you and you were just smirking at
I
me.
wouldn't listen. If you genuinely bore your soul, if you told me more about your living arrangements or the sadnesses in your life.
Right.
I'm not suggesting your living arrangements are sad. I'm just saying if they were and you told me about it,
Right.
then I wouldn't smoke.
And then would you just kind of listen politely and then cut it out maybe later if it was getting a bit too downbeat?
No, I'd listen and I'd try not to interrupt too much. And I'd try not to lighten it. I'd try and resist the temptation to keep it light because then there's a possibility that you might cry. And if you cry, then I can do like a clip and put it on TikTok and then...
Of me
people
crying?
Yeah.
Has anyone ever cried during one of your podcasts?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Telling a story?
I mean, yeah, talking about real sad things.
Right.
Also, I've cried. I
Have
cried
you?
quite a bit, yeah.
Quite a bit?
Not quite a bit, but like more than once.
Should I be crying more on my...
It's quite good. People do like it.
They do.
I think so. I mean, I can't tell. I don't like it myself. It makes me feel out of control, but I think
But you left it in.
I left it in because I wanted people to congratulate me for being vulnerable.
Did they?
A couple of them did.
Couple.
And then I was bullied by the rest of them.
Really? And who are you talking to, if you don't mind me asking?
Actually, the time I cried that I'm thinking of, I was talking to Joe Cornish, with whom I used to be on TV.
Yes, the Adam and Joe show.
Yeah, there you go.
I saw that on your IMDb.
Yeah.
Was it a sort of rekindling of your relationship almost? Had you not seen him in a long time? Because he went off to Bollywood, didn't he?
Yes. Well, Hollywood.
Bollywood.
No. I wasn't crying about him being successful in films. At that point, I have in my life cried about it, but not on the podcast.
So what you're like, why aren't I in Bollywood writing films like Joe?
Exactly. That kind of thing.
Did you find an answer?
Because I'm mediocre.
Oh, darling, you're not mediocre.
Well, there you go. I mean, this is...
If you'd let me do the gush at the beginning,
Yeah.
then we wouldn't be in this pit of misery.
I don't believe, in my mind, people may disagree, but I don't feel mediocre. But I have had times in my life when the answer that has come to me in those moments of insecurity and crisis is because you're mediocre. But that's not why I was crying on my podcast. It was because my mum had died. Actually, no. Well, my dad died. That's not funny. I'm smiling because it's like I'm trying to remember which parent death caused me to cry on the podcast. And the answer is both of them. Dad died in 2015. I cried on the podcast when I was talking to Joe about that, when he came on that Christmas. Then my mum died in 2020. I think I cried about that as well. I will almost certainly cry when my dog dies. It'll be a total tsunami when the dog dies. Have you ever had a dog?
I'm not sure how to get out of this one, to be honest. I need some guidance.
Well, if it's awkward when you're discussing feelings, silence is fine. But I think it's fine because you just, like Louis Theroux, I didn't want to bring.
Well, no, I'm
Louis
glad
up.
that you did actually, and that's got us nicely out of that very sad moment. My condolences.
But don't.
for
Thank
both
you.
your
That's very
parents.
kind. But in other words, don't be afraid of a bit of real, genuine emotion. I think, as long as it's not. I will say this:
Breath.
if you do get someone and they do get emotional, I think that you owe them. I think you have a duty of care towards them.
Right.
So, like, if they are really crying and crying,
Breath.
I think you have to edit it a little bit. I don't think you need to dwell on every single bit of anguish.
Oh, in post, you mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Sometimes I've heard podcasts where someone gets upset and they actually turn the volume up on the sobbing. That's how it
Who's
sounds.
done that?
Well, I don't want to mention any names.
No, go on. You're with Brian now. You can mention whoever the fuck you want. This is Brian's podcast.
But I mean, I wouldn't personally do that. I would actually, you get to the point where it's like, okay, we've got the point. They're upset. Then you move on. You don't dwell on it for ages and ages and not say anything while they're just going. You only need a bit of that.
do that so convincingly.
And yet, I don't get put in the films that my friends make, except once by Edgar Wright and once by Garth
I
Jennings.
know. I mean, Bradker, if you're listening, this man has just done an incredible voice of a monkey.
Monkey,
A
dance
monkey the
teacher.
bear, dance teacher, and now he's cried almost convincingly. I mean, the sound technician was almost in tears.
Yeah.
I think, but that was brilliant. It was
looked
sustained for slightly longer than everyone expected. We thought you'd stop crying maybe 10 or 15 seconds before you actually did.
Sure. I was making the point that you only need a bit.
Were those real tears or crocodile tears?
When I say that I cried, it's mainly wobbly voice. You know what I mean? Like you can hear it's
Yes.
middle-aged man wobbly voice.
Yes. Or like, small child wobbly voice, when they fall over and they graze the palms of their hands and they go,
Yeah.
please, I just wanted to run for the bus.
Exactly.
Or not. What I did want to ask you was, because you mentioned it and then you very cleverly moved very far away from it, but I'm going to bring you right back to it. Bluey.
Oh, yeah, Louis, yeah.
Breath. Now, I think everyone knows that you guys went to school together.
I've certainly gone on about it enough.
Yes. I think we've heard enough about that. But are you seeing him at any point in the future, say in the next couple of weeks?
Yes.
You are.
Seeing him on Friday.
On Friday? Oh, that's quite soon. Well, after you've hung out with Bradker tonight and hopefully haven't drink too many alcoholic beverages, and you've mentioned that, if he fancies coming on the podcast, then that would be great. When you see Bluey, perhaps you could do the same?
Of course I'll mention it to him.
And how will you mention it? Come on, actor. Let's see you backed.
I'll say, hey, man.
Hold on, I'll be Louis.
Okay.
Hey, did you see all that shit with Bob Brillen? Fuck me. Like, BA was worth about 10 grand a week, y'all. Well, he likes his Britpop, doesn't he? So anyway, and then you say, I did, and those fuckers, I mean, what are they trying to do? Brancel you? Anyway.
Yep.
I've just been with...
Oh, yes. I've just been with Brian Badonde. And then he says...
Oh, he says, who's that? It sounds very familiar. Did he do a show in the kind of late noughties called Voyage into Bart, where he explored such things as Bart and other things such as Whiskey and maybe the odd pottery session? And then you will say...
Yes, that's the guy.
And then he'll say, oh, how did it go? And you'll say...
It was amazing. He's a very sensitive interviewer. And he gave me a lovely gushing intro.
Yes, I like this. Very good. You've been taking notes. And then you'll say...
You should go on there. I think you
Bingo!
guys... Yes. You guys will get along.
Don't change a thing.
All right.
Fantastic.
Speaking of Louis
Yes.
Theroux, would you have a guest that was controversial in the same way that some of Louis' guests are?
That's a very good question. And you're really showing your mettle as a podcast interviewer. Yes, I would.
Would you?
Absolutely. Why not? I mean, it's two people having a chat in a couple of comfy chairs, and the world is our oyster. I mean, what's to be afraid of?
Would
apart
you have?
from
Sorry.
losing your Brompton bicycle sponsorship?
Yeah. Would you have Trump?
Bonald. If he wanted to come on, why not? I mean, think of the ratings, darling. You'd have him on.
No.
Oh, come on. Yes, you would.
I don't think I would.
You would. He'd be like, hey, are you the guy that does that monkey on Sing 2?
Whenever I think of doing a Donald Trump impression, it just turns into my Robert De Niro.
Oh, let's see that. I love a good De Niro.
Well, it's just that.
That's pretty. But if you're not watching it, then basically, for those of you who aren't watching this podcast, what Badham is doing is contorting his face in a sort of De Niro-esque, did I just smell a fart?
Yeah.
Kind of look.
I'm looking sort of disgusted.
But give us some lines. Come on.
I'm disgusted.
Do you like De Niro anymore? I've kind of gone off him, to be honest. I know it's a controversial thing to say, because I was a Bean Streets guy, Goodfellas, all of that shit. Brasino. I love all that gangster.
What put you off him?
I don't know. Has he done anything worthwhile? I mean, did you see that thing on Bradflix? The
Killers of the Flower Moon.
No, that was good, actually. No, sorry, I take it back. I did enjoy that a lot. I thought Bleo was very good. And so was De Niro, actually. They were brilliant. Sorry, I totally backtracked. I do like Robert De Niro.
Also, he's good in the documentary. Have you been watching that? Mr. Scorsese?
No, I haven't seen that. Is that good?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Although my kids disagreed. They were like, it was a stark generational divide as far as the responses to that. I loved it. I thought it was great.
So good with words. Sorry, can I just say a stark generational divide? I'm never going to come out with shit like that. How do you do it? Because you're a bother as well, that's why.
Yeah, I liked it. I thought he was fascinating. I liked the interviews with the people he's worked with, including Robert De Niro.
Right.
But my kids were like, oh, it's boring. It's too many people just saying, yeah, he's great, Martin Scorsese. Oh, he's so good. There's his editor saying, oh, he's a genius. There's Robert De Niro going, oh, he's brilliant. Marty's great, man. And they were like, I want to see more stuff from the set.
Maybe they want more of a story as well, probably, because, like documentaries now are kind of true crime documentaries on Netflix and stuff.
Yes. Well, there you go. That's a genre that you could explore on this podcast. True crime.
Could I?
Yeah. I mean, that's a big ratings getter.
How would I do that?
Get some murderers on.
Well, we'll start with Donald then, shall we?
Well, there you go.
Controversial. Is it? Not really. What was I going to say?
People love murderers.
Can you say, what was I going to say? I lost my train of thought. Can you say that on your own podcast?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
It looks sloppy, though, doesn't it?
No, because it's an informal environment.
Do you ever forget about what you're going to ask next?
Oh, yeah, definitely. But edit.
I tell you what, going back to Bluey.
Yeah.
When he started doing his podcasts, and he'd do them mainly on Zoom, they were very edited. Mm-hmm. You could hear the edits.
Could you?
My ears don't lie, darling. Yes. And I think he changed his format and went to some like a 3-part structure with that salsa music in between. Well, who chose that?
He's always had that kind of music, hasn't he? Like on his docs.
Really salsa-y kind of?
Yeah, like Latin. Yeah, Esquivel.
Baskerville.
Yeah.
Right. Do you think that would work for this one?
Sure.
We haven't actually decided on because also your musical interludes in your podcast are pretty fantastic. I like the one that you took that clip off Sexy Beast.
Oh, yes.
With
Ben Kingsley.
Ben Kingsley, yes. When he goes, what gave you that idea?
I don't think I had to edit that one too much. I'm waiting to be sued by the production company.
By Ben Kingsley?
Yeah.
He wouldn't sue you, would he?
I hope not. Because I really love that jingle.
And also, I wanted to ask you, you seem to have resisted the urge to turn your podcast into some kind of high concept podcast. Because when I was telling people that I was going to do a podcast, the first question they asked, which really pissed me off. Ooh, what's the concept? It's like, fuck off. That's what the concept is. It's me talking to someone that I want to talk to. Any questions? Should it be more than that?
It's easier to sell and it's easier to book guests, I would say.
Oh, fuck.
If you've got if you've got a strong concept, because I think a lot of time it's quite hard to get people if it's just a very open format, because then they're like, oh, I don't know.
But you don't have trouble booking guests.
I actually do, yeah. Every now and again you'll get lucky and the stars will align and some megastar will be promoting a new project and they'll agree to come on, as long as they haven't agreed to be on Louis' podcast
Or
Brian Badonde's podcast.
cool.
And so then, I've lucked out a few times in that way. But other times you're pursuing your dream guests and they don't want to have anything to do.
Have you had a guest that made you think they were going to do it and then they didn't do it?
Yes.
That you really wanted them to do it?
Yeah, Matthew McConaughey.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, you've seen one Matthew McConaughey podcast. You've seen them all.
Have you? I haven't. I'm not aware of having heard him on a podcast.
Well, I've heard him enough.
Have you read his book?
He doesn't talk to you. Green Lights. I've dipped into it. But he's on a mission he's just one big walking lecture.
I love that. That's a podcaster's dream.
Is it?
I think so.
Did you think that he was going to come on? Did he agree to it and then disagree?
The bigger the star, the less likely it is that you're actually dealing with them directly. So it was all via the company.
Their agent.
PR company.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And did they approach you and say, "Oh, Beth, you'd love to do this. Would you be up for that?"
That's exactly how they sounded.
And you said, "Beth, absolutely,
Yeah.
yes."
Well, initially I was like, because I think maybe I had some of the same reservations that you've expressed. But then I read his book,
Green Lights.
Green Lights.
Beth.
And I thought, oh man, we've got to get him on just
Really?
to find out if these stories are true or not. I mean, he tells a good story.
I heard the one about his father passing away with an erection.
It wasn't exactly like that.
I thought it was, and then they were wheeling him into the ambulance, and they put a cover over his erection, which was still erect apparently after he died. And then Matthew McConaughey's mother whipped it off and said, "No, I want everyone to know the man that I married."
I don't remember that anecdote.
Oh, it's somewhere.
I remember that he died
Ask him about it when he finally
making love
decides
to
come
his
on.
wife,
Right?
which is a sad thing, I think.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
what happened.
Yeah.
Yes. But then, as they were wheeling him into the ambulance,
I don't remember that bit of the story.
Yes, his wife took it upon herself to expose his erect penis to the various paramedics that were wheeling him into the ambulance.
Would you talk to him about that anecdote if you had him?
Probably not.
No.
But I want to talk about you being a author, because I have also had an ambition to write. When did you realize you could write?
I don't. Yeah. Well, I don't know if I
How do you go about getting a book deal?
get a podcast. I mean, really, that's how most of my opportunities have come around in the last 10 years, is through the podcast.
So just by having a podcast, doing a podcast, the podcast being successful, you were approached by a publishing house who said, "Hey, I love your podcast. Could you write a book?" And then you said,
Yes, please.
and they said, "Oh, really? Oh, what do you want to write about?"
Well, actually, that's not quite true. I did say no quite a bit because I didn't think I had anything to write about.
Right.
But then
Was this soon after Joe had fucked off to Bollywood?
it was a while afterwards. But
And you were beating yourself up a bit.
yeah, it did cross my mind that I could just whine about that. But I thought, no, I'll save that for the second book. And instead, I thought eventually that maybe I could write a little bit about my dad dying and the experience of losing a parent.
Grief.
Bit of grief. Like, that wouldn't be the whole book, because personally speaking, I wouldn't want to read a whole book about that kind of thing. But it was one element of the first book, which was also about growing up, becoming friends with Louis and Joe and
Yes.
all those
I
things.
have read that book, actually.
Ramble book.
Bramble book, yes. Yes.
Bramble book. That's Brambly Hedge.
Actually, I found all of what you said that was in the book very moving when I read it.
Oh, good.
Yes. And the ending was especially moving also. And the bit before that was also very moving. In fact, the whole book was moving.
Yeah.
Mm.
Even the bits about... I mean, there were some less moving bits, weren't there?
Yes. Yes. Yes, there were. No, you're right. Those bits too were less moving, but equally good. So you wrote the book and you said, here's the book. I've written a book. Can you publish it now? Or were they like, what do you want to, how? The thing is, every time I go to do something, I've got to get through a fucking gatekeeper who's like, oh, wait, hold on. Stop right there, sir. Explain to me a bit more about what you plan on doing, even though I can see you're itching to do it.
No, it was more like, where's the book? And that went on for 4 years.
So you agreed to doing the book.
Agreed to doing the book.
You received a advance?
I did. Yeah.
You mind me asking how much?
I mean, it was several £1,000s.
Fucking
It was more than several £1,000s.
Right.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
And you just took the money and did fuck all for 4 years?
Well, no, I was trying to write it, but certainly by the time that it came out, I had very much spent all the money. And there were a couple of times where it did look as if I might have to pay back the money because I
Really?
didn't have a book yet.
How did they sort of suggest to you that they might be wanting the money back?
Well, they were nice about it. They just said, don't worry, take your time. The podcast was still popular
Right.
at that point. And I'm sure there were times when they wished that I had written the book slightly faster to coincide with the kind of peak of the popularity.
Right. But this is 4 years down the line and you hadn't produced a book yet.
Hadn't produced book, no.
How are you doing the writing? I think people want to know that.
I was writing about stuff that didn't end up in the book. I was trying all sorts of stuff. And it was really quite late in the day that I started writing more from the heart.
Right.
Writing about my dad and
Oh,
things
right.
like that.
So initially you were writing a book that you thought people wanted to read?
I was just writing words. I went through all my old diaries and notes. I was getting things like notes that I'd made from radio shows I'd done, lists of films that I liked. Will this do? Can I put this in the book? I mean, literally anything. Old emails that I hadn't sent.
Oh, that's cheating, darling.
Do you ever
Come
do
on.
that? Like, do you ever go through your unsent emails?
Draft emails.
Draft
I
folder,
have
yeah.
done. Thank fuck I didn't send. What was I on when I wrote this?
Well, exactly. And I thought, oh man, some of these might be quite good for the
What,
book.
putting that? If I bought your book and it was a bunch of your draft emails from 2002. Hey Joe, did you hear back from your Badonde in America? Did you mention me?
That's exactly what one of them said.
Really?
More or less. And probably that'll be in book 3.
Explain your writing process because this is fascinating. All the other guests I haven't had on yet, I'd like to ask them that have written anything. What is your writing process? Do you have one? Apart from gathering all this shit in your inbox and your
I mean,
outbox.
that is the process, really.
But
as
did you
far
have
as
a
it goes.
routine of writing?
Not much of one. I did try
Do you
and
have
write
a writing
in the-
shed or
yeah. I've got a nutty room, I call it.
really?
And
Did you spend the advance money on the nutty
doing
room?
up the nutty
Doing
room?
up the room you're going to then write your book in? Your purpose?
No, I spent it on mainly wine and
Fine.
what are they called? Minstrels and revels.
Oh, let's get into this. It's like snack wars. I love Breville's. But apparently the coffee ones are no more.
Really?
Did you not know that?
No, I weaned myself off them.
Virus, could we do a little
Fact check.
fact-checking? Breville's, what's he going to type? Breville's, chocolate,
Haven't
coffee.
talked about revels for a while.
Yes, well, why not? There's no time like the present. Would you talk about Breville's on your podcast?
Oh, nothing's too trivial.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's see. Yes. Oh, hold on. Have they taken coffee out of Breville's? Yes, Breville's still have coffee, but they are part of a mix of assorted milk chocolates that include Brazen, Borange, Toffee, and Maltesers. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Hold on, you've typed in Breville's. Oh, their minstrels are in Breville's, right? In Breville's.
Yeah. There's a minstrel in the revels.
But I thought that the minstrels that you get in a packet of Breville's are slightly, they're more of a solid chocolate minstrel without the shiny coating.
Oh, you might be right.
Can you look that up? How the fuck do you even look that up? Please do. Are the minstrels you get in Breville's the same as you get in minstrels? We should be on ChatGPT, shouldn't we? Oh, we'll talk about AI in a bit.
Oh, yeah, good. You've got to have an AI bit in every podcast.
But really?
I think so.
Do you have one in every one of yours?
More or less.
Oh, come on. The binstrels found in a bag of Breville's are not the same as standard full-size binstrels.
I mean, this is... You're really coming alive now.
Yes.
I think this might be your high concept.
It's
Snapchat.
debunking modern confectionery myths.
Yeah, yeah.
Next, I'll be saying that they still make Star Bars. Do they?
Curly whirlies.
Do they still make Star Bars? Yes, but you're fucking joking. Okay, let's fuck all this chocolate chat.
All
off.
right. Anyway, I mean, it's...
How do you get off? So you're on a topic that
Yeah.
you're like, this is shit.
Yes.
We need to steer them away from this bullshit
Good
onto
question.
something good. How do I do that?
Well, I use jingles. If you're making a handbrake turn conversationally,
Right.
just stick a jingle in. Cut all that shit out. As soon as you realize this is totally boring and we need to make a total gear shift,
Right.
that's when Ben Kingsley comes in.
Right. I won't do it again because I...
Well, you could improvise another jingle. Like, what would your jingles be if they were your voice set to music?
Oh, okay. I suppose a jingle, because we haven't done our jingles yet. Oh, no, we have done our jingles, sorry. But a jingle I've been working on recently with Cyrus, actually, my nephew, goes, how does it go? It's I have to mention the new wing of your multifaceted career, not just writing, podcasting, but you're now a musician.
Yes.
And you've actually written a BALBUM.
I've put out an album.
And we've got it here, in fact.
Oh.
Shit. Fucking couch. Hold on. I've got it.
There you go.
There we go.
Look at
Thank
that.
you. That's a fantastic cover. Did you design the cover as well?
I designed it with an artist called Bryony Jackson.
Bryony.
Yeah, she's brilliant.
Great name, that.
But she did most of the artwork, and there's also Helen Green did the illustration of my face. She does my podcast
Oh,
artwork.
really? Oh, so that's a illustration?
Yeah.
And that's based on a picture of you, or she just did it from memory?
That's a flattering rendition of me about a year ago. I took a really flattering
I
selfie,
think you look quite similar.
sent
darling.
it to her, and then she
It's
jazzed
lovely.
me up.
You've got a lovely face. You know, if I worked in Bollywood, I would hire you.
Yeah,
You can do the
thanks.
voice, you do the act that's fake crying.
Look at that face. It's so sincere.
And this is called Adam Buxton, Buckle Up.
Yeah. Exactly.
And this is on vinyl.
That's the
Is
one.
it only available on vinyl, or can you get it on
You can
compact disc?
You can get it on compact disc.
And what about if you're like, oh, fuck that, can I just get it on Spotify?
You can do that too.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, yeah. It's streamable.
Here's a question.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it. If I hear a tune, or if I hear a tune that I like the sound of, do I care how it was made?
That's a big question.
As a consumer.
This is a great podcast question.
Is it?
Yes.
Finally.
You could have a whole podcast on just that.
Go on,
Does it matter how something was made? Well, that dovetails with the whole question about should you worry if a film is made by a director who turns out to be a creep, who behaves badly in their personal life, who hurts people? Does it matter if they've made a brilliant film? Do you listen to artists who do terrible things in their own lives? I mean, where do you stand on that?
Well, I think the point I was making was a little different. I wasn't talking about,
you were talking about
Michael Jackson. I was talking about
does it matter who made it, is what you were saying.
how it was made.
Well, it's the same kind of
Well, I'm saying
area.
if I listen to a tune, like, oh, that sounds good.
Yeah,
Oh, who's this band? And then I look it up, and it's.
Michael Jackson.
But if it's not Michael Jackson, if it's the Velvet Pilgrims, the Velvet Sundown, and I guess actually I would say that if I don't find out who it is, then I'll just enjoy the music. If I do go down the rabbit hole and I find out it's the Velvet Sundown, and then someone tells me, "Oh, you do know that's Bay, don't you?" Then I feel slightly shortchanged, because I feel like, well, I'll never be able to go to a concert. I'll never be able to stand in the front row, feel the sweat of the bass player's sweat flying off his bass.
Feel the sweat of the bass player's sweat.
No, the sweat of the bass player's sweat, yes. I'm not good with words like you. What was that phrase you said? The disputation of the various generational gaps?
The generational divide, the stark...
Yes.
I can't even remember.
No, you can. The stark gap.
Division.
The stark division
can't
of the
remember.
generational
Something.
divide.
It was great stuff.
It was great. You should have put that in your book, darling. But if you do want to, if you're not listening to this, it is available in all good record shops.
And some really shocking ones. I don't know if it is available in all good record
Is it
shops,
not?
actually. No, because I think you have to sell a lot in order for that to be the case.
Well, how's someone going to buy it?
You go on the internet.
Where?
Well, you can go to my website.
Oh, okay. And what is that? Badonde
Adam-Buxton.co.uk.
Badonde-Buxton.co.uk. Wonderful. And if you do decide to purchase it, then you will enjoy such titles as Bintro,
Yep.
Tea Towel, Dancing in the Middle, Standing Still. That's interesting. So you have the dancing in the middle, and then you're standing still. Is that? Does it kind of go on? Must it be listened to sequentially? Is what I'm saying. Can you enjoy these tracks in isolation?
Out of sequence.
Braz.
I don't know. That's a good question. I was talking to...
That's two good questions.
Yeah.
Pardon.
Can you sing... can you do a version of what you think the song sounds like just by reading the title?
I've never been a keen improviser.
Have you know?
Not really. I can give it a go, but it's going to be shit. Why don't you sing what it actually sounds like?
All right. I grated my thumb while zesting lime for lunch today. It hurt so badly that I cried. There was blood on the worktop, there was gore on the floor, and all for what was just a garnish.
That's very good.
That's how I grated my thumb
That's
goes.
very sweet. You're a sweet, sweet man. I'll be listening to that later. Badam, do you ever leave a podcast and think, I wish I'd asked them that?
Oh, all the time.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Is there anything that I haven't asked you that you wish that I had?
No, I think you've been great. I mean, this is...
Do you think I've got a future in this game? Don't make that
Sure.
face.
Everyone does.
What a face. You just slayed me with that face.
Yeah, no, of course, of course. I mean, have you listened to some of the podcasts out there? The bar is very low.
Is it?
Sure it is.
Okay.
Plus mine, it's like I chat to my dog.
You do?
Yeah.
Fuck. I don't have a dog.
Well, get a dog.
And does the dog talk back?
Yes. People love dogs.
That's true.
That's probably the bit of my podcast that people like most.
How can you know that?
Because people constantly say to me, that's all they ever say. Like if I ask...
How many? Millions are listening to your podcast. You must have talked to 4 people.
Well, when I go out and do live shows and I say, does anyone have any questions?
Hold on. Live shows?
Yep.
Live podcast shows?
Sure.
In front of a audience?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah. That's one of the big parts of podcasting nowadays is the live show.
How do you do that?
Just do this in front of some people who've paid to see you.
Sell tickets?
Yeah.
What about Squarespace?
Well, you need to entertain all the revenue streams. Tickle all those revenue streams.
Writing,
But
acting.
it's not about the money, Brian. It's about getting out there, having a different experience, meeting the people that listen to the podcast, asking them questions, finding out about their lives. But when I ask them questions, all they want to know about is how's Rosie? Who's the name? That's the name of my dog.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you having a live? Is there a live tour coming up?
Nope. The thing that I find is that the live episodes are very different from the non-live ones. So some people are very good in front of an audience. Richard Herring always springs to mind, the comedian.
Right.
He records his podcast in front of a live audience, and that's a big part of the appeal. But for me, it's a bit different. So I don't often put out I won't put out all the live episodes that I record.
Right.
Because some of them are just more visual. This is quite boring stuff now.
No. It's fascinating. We can always cut it out.
Okay. But yes, a live...
So what makes Richard Herring's live podcast better than yours?
He's a live animal.
Is he just doing stand-up in front of a microphone? 2 microphones.
Partly.
Sat down.
He's good at both. He can combine both. Like he does a bit of a stand-up thing at the beginning.
Is that allowed?
Yes, anything's allowed. There's no rules, man. That's why it's a great medium.
No rules. I'm just missing a dog. What else am I missing?
Crying.
Okay. Emotional breakdowns, a pet of some kind.
Yep.
Is that everything?
Well, depending on how you want to go, a very controversial figure that will make people talk about you on social media.
Right.
But you've got to be prepared for some of that conversation to be...
To lose my Brompton bicycle
very
sponsorship.
negative, yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm glad we segued back to the Brompton bicycles. So
Sure.
I think that's important, isn't it?
I think it is. I'd love one. The electric one.
I almost want to buy you one now because I love you.
They're really expensive.
And I want to thank you once again. Have I thanked you already?
I mean...
Not really. Well, thank you now. Thank you so much, Adam Buxton, for coming on the Brian Badonde podcast.
Thank you, Brian. Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure to meet you.
And it's a pleasure to meet you too.
I love your hair.
Oh, thank you. Yes, I know. No one compliments me on the way that I look anymore. They're like, oh, who's that prick?
I wouldn't think that.
Well, people think it. They just don't say it. We're getting into an emotional bit now about me. Anyway, I won't go there. Before you go, what have you got to do when you go and see Bradco?
Okay. I say, hey, Edgar, loved the film. You made the original Running Man look like a piece of old shit. By the way, you know who I saw earlier today? Was Brian Badonde.
Right.
The media guy, the cultural critic.
Yes.
He's got a great new podcast. I really think that you would like to appear on it. It was one of the most incisive interviews I've done. And he
okay,
don't.
Am
I going too far?
A little bit. Incisive, just pleasant.
All right.
Enlightening.
I'll say it was fun. We talked about all kinds of random bullshit, and it was just like talking to a mad guy for a little bit over an hour. And compared to some of the things I've had to do in my life, it was really not that painful. So you should go on.
I like it. You could take the bit out about the mad guy. I mean, what's mad about me? I'm mad. I just get passionate about Breville's now and again. Who doesn't?
The Sandwich Toasters.
You're listening to the Brian Badonde podcast, soon to be sponsored
by Breville.
Brompton Electric. Oh, do you want to do that together? Soon to be sponsored by Brompton. Oh, for fuck's sake, he's fucking with me. Thanks for watching the Brian Badonde podcast. Before you go, would you mind ever so much pressing the subscribe button? Oh, that's it. Now press the like button. Oh, right there. Oh, you've done the algorithm a world of good. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.